Welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are going to explore the 1943 Monticello Jefferson Nickel is not just an ordinary 5-cent piece. It carries with a story of wartime history, rarity, and hidden value that can make collectors chase after it with fierce determination. Born during the turbulent times of World War II, this coin is wrapped in mystery and charm. For the average person, it might look like just another nickel, but for those who know its true worth, it is a treasure chest disguised as pocket change. Every coin tells a story, but this one whispers of unimaginable wealth, especially if it turns out to be one of the rare variants collectors dream about. During 1943, the United States Mint produced nickels with a twist. Because nickel was needed for the war effort, the government decided to use a different alloy, an unusual mix of silver, copper, and manganese. This change gave rise to the so-called wartime nickels, and the 1943 version is among the most desirable. Its metal composition alone makes it fascinating, but the rarity of certain minting errors and conditions has catapulted its value into a realm that most people cannot even imagine. What makes this coin truly electrifying to collectors are the mistakes. Minting errors that slip past the eyes of inspectors. A double die, a misplaced mint mark, or a striking irregularity could turn this coin into a millionaire's dream. Some 1943 Jefferson nickels have the mint mark placed above Monticello on the reverse, a feature that instantly sets them apart. These quirks make the coin more than money. They transform into a key to fortune. Collectors across the world are constantly hunting for pristine, uncirculated specimens. Imagine holding in your hand a coin from 1943, shining as if it were freshly minted, with not a single scratch disturbing its surface. Such a coin is not just metal. It is a time capsule, a slice of history frozen in perfection. The fewer marks it has, the more astronomical its value becomes. Some examples have fetched life-changing amount at auctions, sending shockwaves through the numismatic world. The magic of the 1943 Monticello nickel lies in its unpredictability. You might stumble upon one in an old jar of coins, hidden in a drawer, or passed down from a grandparent without ever realizing what you hold. Stories abound of ordinary people discovering rare nickels and walking away with thousands, or even millions, after realizing their true worth. It is a sense of hidden luck, of overnight transformation, that makes the coin a symbol of unexpected fortune. For those who collect, it is not just about money, it is about history. The 1943 Jefferson Nickel carries the weight of a nation at war, when every resource mattered, and even the smallest coin was touched by sacrifice. To own such a coin is to hold a piece of resilience, a reminder that even in the darkest times, beauty and value can emerge. That emotional connection adds another layer of demand and drives its desirability higher in market. When whispers spread of a rare coin being discovered, collectors, dealers, and investors all turn their eyes toward it. The bidding wars are fierce, and the prices can reach the kind of numbers that ordinary people dream of. The thrill of competition, the hunger to own something irreplaceable, and the sheer prestige of possessing one of the rarest nickels ever minted can push the value of the 1943 Monticello Jefferson nickel into truly staggering figures. So if you happen to hold a 1943 nickel, do not dismiss it as a small, insignificant piece of change. Look closer, examine its details, and see if it hides the secrets of rarity. That simple 5-cent coin has a potential to change your destiny overnight. Its power is not just in its silver shine, but in the story it carries and the fortune it can bring. Treat it with respect, for it may very well be the golden ticket that transforms your life forever. Would you like me to also create an engaging YouTube script version of this with a dramatic intro and call to action lines, so it feels ready to be read aloud? Second, the 1944 Monticello Jefferson Nickel is one of those coins that looks ordinary to the untrained eye, but holds a kind of secret power that can transform its owner's destiny overnight. At first glance, it seems like just another 5-cent piece, worn from the passing of time and countless exchanges. But behind that simple facade lies a story of rarity, history, and wealth that has the potential to rewrite your future. Imagine holding a small piece of metal in your hand, not realizing that it could be worth millions in today's market. That's the kind of silent fortune the 1944 Jefferson Nickel carries. During the height of World War II, America was conserving precious metals like nickel for the war effort. As a result, the Jefferson Nickels from 1944 were struck with a unique silver alloy, marking them as wartime nickels. This small change in metal composition makes the 1944 nickel stand apart from regular issues. It is not just a coin. It's a historical artifact, carrying the weight of sacrifice, struggle, and survival from an era when every ounce of metal mattered. Collectors see this coin not merely as currency, but as a timeless relic that represents America's resilience. What makes the 1944 Monticello nickel truly mesmerizing is the fact that certain rare varieties and minting errors can make it unimaginably valuable. Some have doubling on the inscriptions. Others show striking anomalies, and a few exist in pristine, uncirculated condition that defy belief. These rare survivors are so scarce that when they appear at auctions, they can ignite bidding wars that climb into the millions. To a collector, this isn't just a 5-cent coin. It is a dream, a treasure chest, and a key to untold fortune. Picture this, an everyday person unknowingly pulling a 1944 nickel from an old jar of change, thinking it worthless. Yet, to the right buyer, this tiny piece of history could command a price that makes instant millionaires. The magic lies not only in its age, but in its rarity and story. Stories of ordinary people discovering rare coins tucked away in old boxes have fueled legends of sudden wealth, and the 1944 Jefferson Nickel is often at the center of such tales. Its power to flip one's fortune is unlike any other. The Monticello design on the reverse of the coin is another layer of its charm. It's not just an image of Jefferson's home, but a symbol of American heritage, freedom, and pride. Over time, this design has become a classic in the world of numismatics, treasured by collectors worldwide. The 1944 version, with its wartime silver composition, feels like a tangible piece of history you can hold, a silent witness of a world at war. Owning one is like owning a piece of America's soul. Investors and collectors alike hunt endlessly for the 1944 nickel, knowing that the right coin in the right condition can catapult its owner into the realm of unimaginable riches. Its value is not just monetary. It carries prestige, history, and the thrill of owning something so few others will ever possess. To hold this coin is to hold power. The power of rarity, the power of history, and the power of fortune all fuse into a small circle of metal. This is why experts always say, never underestimate the coins in your pocket, your attic, or your inherited collections. A coin like the 1944 Monticello nickel could be resting unnoticed among ordinary change, waiting for someone to discover its brilliance. To spend it without knowing its worth would be to throw away a fortune disguised as a nickel. And once lost, that opportunity never comes again. So, if destiny places a 1944 Monticello Jefferson nickel in your hands, don't rush to trade it for a meager 5 cents. Treat it as the treasure it truly is. In today's market, it carries the potential to turn an ordinary individual into a billionaire overnight. Its story is not just about metal and minting. It is about transformation, luck, and the kind of wealth that comes only once in a lifetime. This coin is not just money. It is magic in your pocket, a silent fortune that could rewrite your destiny forever. Would you like me to also craft a short, punchy auction-style title and description for this coin, like for YouTube or listings, so it grabs attention instantly?